I am at Templestowe, about 45 minutes away from Melbourne, where a walking track crosses the parkway and goes down beside number 3. In 1951, the Victorian Sporting Car Club leased this farmer's paddock and opened a 970 metre course that was, without doubt, Australia's most spectacular hill climb. But the start and the first straight wasn't on this walking track. It's up past this tennis court, about 30 metres in that corner. The car started here and went up this straight. The start line was marked by 2 giant cast iron PBR brake shoes, a sign of PBR's sponsorship. And when the hill climb closed in 1987, the club, the MG Car Club, which ran Rob Roy hill climb, was given 48 hours to come and retrieve those brake shoes. And that's where they are today. The giant brake shoes at Rob Roy hill climb were moved from right here. So the cars raced up here into turn 1 and dropped down into the S's. And you won't believe the big names that went around this corner in the 50s and the 60s. As I said, the start line is over to the side, away from the walking track, and after the S's, it comes back to the walking track. And out behind me is the farmer's flat, which used to be the pits. That used to be chock-a-block cars, and all the water off this hill used to end up in there. So when it rained, they'd get completely bogged in those pits. And today, that farmer's paddock has returned to the swamp that it always wanted to be. This is the kink in Banana Straight, and you can see the surface today. It's made up of bits of concrete. I guess they put the concrete in where the rain was pouring down off the hill, and tar. And the place had a reputation for really bad surface. So you'd go from tar to concrete to dirt and back through the whole lot. It was really rough and a mixed bag of surfaces. At the end of Banana Straight came Monk's Corner, a sharp right-hander going uphill and with banking on it. This would have been a very exciting and fast corner. This next part of the track is called the Shelf, and Tim Shankin knows this bit of road really well because in 1965 Tim Shankin won the Australian Hill Climb Championship here in a 500cc motorbike engine cart, and the spectators said that he was lifting wheels on every corner and every bump. This is the most notorious part of Templestowe hill climb, the wall, a left-hander that basically goes straight up. It was, in fact, actually the steepest bitumen road in Australia. Walking this is a gut-busting exercise. It rises 1 metre every 2.5 metres, and at the top it goes completely sharp right and down into a loop that was called the hole. So here's the sharp right-hander at the top of the wall, going down into the hole and running around to the left. You can see that today it goes into the backyards of the houses here. So that bit of the track and the top of the track is gone, swallowed up by the housing estate. The top of this hill climb is now a posh leafy suburb, but everything else that I've just walked is all under native title. It's a public recreation area, and so anybody can walk it. Just make sure you've had your wheat mix before you get up that hill. You'll find the detailed history of 150 defunct car racing venues in my new book, Birthplaces of Australian Motor Racing. 410 huge A4 pages crammed with the personal anecdotes and experiences of the people who raced these tracks. Easy to read, very large font. The most comprehensive and lavishly colour illustrated work on this subject ever.
Drivers, start your engines!
Wouldn't it be great if we could go back 66 years and see this place in action in its heyday, when it overflowed with amazing cars, all the top drivers of the day, and was jam-packed with hundreds of spectators? Your wish is granted.